Hi, I'm Lynn Gaffney, and I started my firm back in 1997. We are a full-service architectural firm. We concentrate on single-family residential, hospitality, restaurants, and institutional work for nonprofits, although now we're also getting into co-housing. We're located in the beautiful neighborhood of Gowanus, Brooklyn. Clients bring inspiration to their projects in all sorts of ways, and it's really important for the architect to kind of take that and make it much more custom to them. So I have a great example of this. It was my very first project, which was for my parents. It was a contemporary redwood house in suburban New Jersey, and it was a beautiful house. The entry always bothered my parents, especially my mother, in the sense that it didn't have enough space to greet your guests. It was always getting cluttered with 5 kids in the house. It also was all glass, so that, any type of privacy was out the door if you were passing by the entry. So these were the things that I knew about the project. And when we were talking about it soon after I graduated graduate school, and they talked about all the things that I knew, the more space, the privacy, how it would connect, because it came in at mid-level, so the stairs. But then my mother, before I was leaving to go back to the city, my mother ran downstairs and she brought me the lid of this copper pot that I'd seen her cooking with for decades, this beautiful patinaed copper pot. And she said to me, Lynn, use this as inspiration. This is the feel I want in the space. So I kind of took the pot back with me on the bus back to the city, and thought about it for a while. And the way it kind of inspired the design was just the color tones in the space, the idea of time passing within the design, kind of bringing the existing into the new and not having it so abrupt. I think that was all part of this idea of the patina, the time that happened with that lid. It also talked to me about the time of just the passage between exterior public realm and interior private realm. And the door that we created, my mother was very much involved with the design, a great client, was an oversized door. And it was also very, very heavy. It was clad in copper, which is somewhat of a literal take on the copper pot, but it was clad on copper on both sides. And it was a pivot door, and it really, really had a sense of movement, of transition. When you opened that, you really felt that door. So I guess I would just ask you to ask yourself, what is your copper pot? What would you think of to run and get for your architect? This is what I'm thinking of for this project. And it doesn't even have to make sense necessarily right away, but it will inform the project. I actually put together a before you start guide that's on my website. That's very, very helpful, and it goes through all the points, how to figure out your budget, what to bring to the table, and then also talks about what to expect when you're moving forward. So there's a residential guide, and there's also one that's concentrated on hospitality and nonprofit institutional work.